Illuminatis will tell you that they are everywhere. We are watching you. We are everywhere watching you. We are on your TV screen. We are in your movies. We are in your food industry. We are in your pharmaceutical industry. We are in your entertainment. We are in politics. We are in science. So esoteric knowledge is hidden in plain sight. And I've told you before that you are the first body of esoteric work. You are the first body of esotericism you are meant to study. Thank you, Awakening. And if there is the knowledge that you need to open your heart to, that would literally transform your life in 3 to 6 to 9 months, it is occult, hidden, esoteric knowledge. That's it. If there is the knowledge you need to quantum jump in your business, in your relationship, it is occult, hidden knowledge. It's occult, hidden knowledge. I have friends who have gone to Bible schools. I have friends who are imams and all that. And there are many things they will tell me that they can't tell their people. I know we can't tell our people. Farmer, good evening. They don't tell the masses because the masses cannot consume those things. The masses will never understand. So they give the masses crumbs, illusion of power. Real knowledge seek to empower you from within. Any knowledge that is not encouraging you to cultivate your own power from within you, it is an attempt to put you in bondage. It's an attempt to put you in bondage. A friend told me that his mentor, who is a Christian pastor, started teaching a group of people numerology recently. And I was laughing. He said his pastor, who is his mentor, started teaching a group of selected group numerology in the church. So he was telling them that you see all these things that we told you that 5 is the number of grace. Throw that trash in the bin. It is trash. All this 8 is the number of a new beginning. Those are surface generic knowledge. Those are surface generic knowledge. And this is why they say he knows our pastor. You notice that a lot of them are now beginning to rearrange their philosophy. Like if we don't wake up, we are going to lose this generation. Rex, Grand Rising. There are many things that they are effective. They are effective for total, complete overall of your business and your life. But you have labeled them evil. You have labeled them, I salute your divinity, Lugard. You have labeled them conspiracy theories. And this is one of the reasons why, as much as there is awakening, a lot of people's consciousness is still very low. They see everything from the surface. Don't go deeper. They have been taught and trained how to live in limitations and restrictions. They are afraid to break the limits that religion, ignorant parenting, society has placed on them. Moonrise in Clinton. They are afraid. They are just afraid. Because let me tell you one of the things. Religion tells you that it has the answer to everything. That whatever questions you have, ask. When people tell me, any question you have, ask. In my mind, I'm like, no, you can't answer my questions. The arrogance of religion is the assumption or the illusion that they have the answers to every question. No, religion doesn't have the answers to every question. I am sorry to hurt you, to hurt your feelings. Because a lot of you think that all the answers are in your religion. No, it is not. God is too infinite, right? To package all the answers to his infiniteness in one religious box. It is senseless. And that's where people got the idea of all the solutions to my problems are in my religion. No, it is not. Because if all the solutions to your problem is in your religion, you shouldn't have any problem. Yeah, since you have accepted the religion, why do you still have problems and challenges? Are you not meant to just go and, pray 5 times or call the name of Jesus? So why do you still have problems? Because God, the infiniteness of God, is beyond anybody's religious doctrine and dogma. It's beyond it. People can be hurt. They can take it personal. It is the universal truth. It is the universal truth. Nobody is attacking anybody's religion here. Facts, obvious that everybody can see. If all the answers to every questions are in your religion, and now that you have accepted religion, why do you still have questions without answers? Why do you still have questions that do not have answers? If all the problems to all the solutions to every problem are in your religion, why do you still have problems? Because nobody's revelation, right, can completely encapsulate the infiniteness of the multiverse. Nobody's revelation, whether they got that revelation in the 5th century or in the 2nd or in 2024, nobody's revelation can encapsulate. Nobody has the absolute truth. Nobody. Especially when you tell me that God told somebody, and then the person is telling me that is the absolute truth of God. Sorry, I'm going to question that. And this is why the majority of us Africans, because we have bought into this deceit, we no longer have, our curiosity is dead. Curiosity is divine. If there is something you must protect, it is your curiosity. It is your power. See, in your curiosity, you have your power of choice. No, you have the power to reject an idea. Yeah. Something, good evening. Esoteric knowledge for business growth. I'm going to be sharing tips from the Femi Jubal Premium Business Mastermind that starts on the 29th, on the 28th of September to the 6th of October. You are not late, please. You are not late. I've not even started. So I'm sharing tips and baits with you from the 9 days Premium Business Mastermind we are having from September 28th to the 6th of October. And these are just bits from it. Tips of the iceberg. Practical occult principles. Ancient occult principles that when you use them and you apply them. I was telling someone this afternoon, I said, if I want to act like Nigerian pastors, even though the testimonies that people are sharing with me every day on a one-on-one level, they are real and they are showing me proofs. Someone said after the 18 days manifestation marathon, in the vision board, she applied the soul and voice recognition exercise I taught them. And she had a 2022 Ford truck that she thought maybe she would get it in 5 years or 10 years because that's a car that is worth tens of thousands of dollars. And in less than 1 month after the 18 days, she manifested the car, the truck. And she sent me the proof. This is the vision board. When I pasted the car on the vision board, This is the one that I got. If I want to be like Nigerian pastors, I'll tell her, come and share your testimony, but I'm not going to do it. This is why I just tell you these things once in a while. If something is working, everybody knows it's working. You don't have to be talking about it. Because one of the things they have used to hold people down in Nigeria is testimonies. Fake testimonies. Fake testimonies. So I'm not going to join them in bringing people, come on, it is working. We all know that it is working. It is working. Someone manifested her husband after the 18 days manifestation marathon. She's getting married very soon. Someone manifested a job during the Lionsgate portal. These are people telling me by themselves. This one is not there. So if I want to gain more followers, clout chase and all that, come and share testimony. Come and share testimony. And before you know it, lie will creep in. People will start lying. No. And then before you know it, you will start feeling bad. When will my own turn be? Before you know, you will go and steal so that you can be the next person to come and talk. We don't do that here. No, my brother, I will not bring them up, Prince Yagan. I am telling you now, let it build your spirit. Let it build your spirit. We don't want to use that as a selling point. That's what they are using everywhere in Nigeria. Lying to people. So I see it as charlatanism. Or seriously, if something is working, people can see that it is working. And let me tell you the truth. People actually know when they see somebody who is lying. They are just in bondage. Do you think the people in Chosen don't know that those things are lies? You think their brain cells are dead? But they are captive. They've been held captive by the system, by their man that carries Bible and looks sick. Man, somebody that wants to heal people doesn't look healthy. Let me leave them. Come on, it's the truth. When I see somebody who wants to heal me, I know this one can heal me. You look like you need to be admitted in the hospital and you are my healer. How? It doesn't work that way. You see a man of God telling you he has never gone to the hospital and he is just 69 years old and he cannot climb the staircase. He can't climb this and he's telling you that he is giving you sticker to heal you. And you are watching him like this, that to climb the staircase, other people have to hold his hand and he's a powerful man of God that can heal you. You don't know that is stupidity. No, it's the truth. Let's call it spade. And that's why a lot of you they create this idea. They put themselves on this pedestal. And you start looking at them, wishing you will be like them one day. And you will never be like them because that idea does not exist. It's a delusion. That idea does not exist. That idea is a delulu idea. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. That's why they tell you, I am so rich, I bought 3 private jets during COVID. What did you do to get the private jet? You're not telling us. So you too now, you want to buy your own brand new car. They didn't tell you. Everybody knows me as a real estate tycoon. Even before I started talking on social media, everybody knows me as the deal closer in Abuja. Now, if you want to close a deal, high profile properties, you should be talking to Femi Jubal. Everybody knows that about me. But people who never had anything they were doing until they became pastors, claiming millions and billions, and nobody is asking them questions. So you want to be like them, but their idea is false. That's why you are struggling. It's almost like you can't break through the wall because you're not meant to be chasing shadows. You are chasing shadows. You're chasing shadows. So you meet, so a business person, charlatanism is the process of falsely presenting oneself as an expert or authority in a field. So you see a business person who is meant to secure a bank facility, but because his pastor or her pastor told him or her that in this their church, they don't take loan from any bank. But he crowdfunded all the money for his own project, including money laundering. So you sit down in our commission, in our church. Our father in the Lord said, we don't take loan from the bank. Be there. That business, it is you by yourself. Very soon it will be forgotten. I am here to wake you up so you can start using your number 6, like they always say. Come on, so you can start using it. Because when you use your number 6, you can never become a victim of falsehood. Business is about working with unseen forces. I have a monitor here with me, so I'm reading all your comments here. That's why. Business success is predicated on working with unseen forces. Number 1, working with unseen forces, guys. Working with unseen forces. Working with unseen forces. Jeff Bezos told a story when he was asked, how do you make decisions, healthy decisions? How have you been able to make decisions in your entrepreneurship journey that led you to where you are today? And he said, you have to sharpen your gut instinct. That's what he said. He said, you must sharpen your intuition. I hope my audio is good because people are saying they can't hear anything. He said, Jeff Bezos said, you have to sharpen your intuition and work on your gut instinct. He said, market analysis are good. Research is good. All of those things are good. But he said, for you, that the recipe, the resources, the authentic, tailor-made idea you need to quantum jump and skyrocket your business will come through you through the channel of your intuition and your gut instinct, not from newspaper. Not from newspaper. To develop the capacity to work with unseen forces, you can hear what they are not saying. You can see what they are not showing you. You know what they don't want you to know. You can feel the energy of the markets, and then you take an action. When everybody are chilling, you take an inspired action. That's what Jeff Bezos said. The sharpening of your intuition and your gut instinct is what you need to make the decisions that will skyrocket your business. This is why you cannot depend on external entities. And you can't achieve this if you don't master the application of esoteric occult principles. You can't. If you don't engage spiritual practices, you can't. Business is not about, I am excited. Wow! Hey, I want to start my business. There are metaphysical techniques. There are rituals. There are sacred geometrical order and systems that you are meant to build to align your business with universal laws, with energy flow, with your higher consciousness, with your higher self. That's it. With your higher self. When Mark Zuckerberg had issues with Facebook and he spoke to Bill Gates said, you need to work on your spirituality. Go to India. And he went to India for a while. And he came back and he tapped into something. You don't have to go to India. Pay me for private session. Research is good. Market analysis is good. All of those things are good. But the main thing you need will come from your inside. It will come from your inside. There are people right now that the reason why your business is declining is because you have energy blocks. You think it's the economy. You think because fuel is 1,200, how much? 1,200, I don't know. You think that's why your business is not growing. No, there are energy blocks. Corruption has creeped into your energy field, and you don't even know that that's where the problem is. It's not outside, it's in. Just it's in. Let me tell you the truth. Esoteric knowledge, occult knowledge that you need to quadruple your net worth, they are hidden and reserved for people who are ready to make the effort, people who are ready to explore. It's not for lazy people, please. And the truth of the matter is, Fortune 500 companies, this is what they use. Forget about this is what they use. This is what they use. Someone was talking about, I made a video about Windows, how they moved from 8 to 10, and someone said, but there was Windows 8.1. Yes, there was, but go and read about it. Go and read about 8.1. To the point where Microsoft said, we're not going to provide any technical assistance. So it means if you buy it on your own. Because, people would like to argue, right? See, when you start working with unseen forces, when you elevate your consciousness to the point where you start working with unseen forces, energy, these are unseen forces, intentions, thoughts, imaginations, visualizations, right? Discussions and meetings that were held in your absence. When you start connecting with these activities and events and patterns, you will influence the material world to support your business life and business success. Last week I told you, I said, one of the ways to deal with opposition is to arrest it at the embryo level, right? At the thought dimension, when it is still a thought. And because if you don't arrest it at the thought, the embryo level is going to grow and become words. And then it becomes actions. Because everything that has been done against your life and your business started as a thought, but you didn't know, because you don't know how to work with unseen forces. You don't know how to see a person and just know, this person doesn't like me. This person doesn't like my business. This person wants to destroy my life. You don't know. But they have that thought within them. They carry it within them. This is why consciousness is very important. I have defined consciousness for you. I said, consciousness is the ability to perceive and interpret events and patterns within you and outside you. That's what consciousness is. Your ability to perceive and interpret patterns within you and outside you. As a business person, as an entrepreneur, if you are not working on elevating your consciousness, you are just going to be like an average business person or entrepreneur. Because you can't perceive what is going on inside you. How can you perceive what is going on outside you? You can't see what they are not showing you. Because people will not show you everything. They will show you something and hide the rest from you. Learning how to communicate and interact with unseen forces is the key to influencing the material world to support your business success. Now, we've talked about number one of this. Occult principles for business growth. One, numerology. I've said that many times. I'm not going to speak, extensively on this. You all know business numerology already, right? Numbers are not just figures. Numbers are telling you stories. Numbers are spirits. Numbers are energy fields, right? Fortune 500 companies are deep into numerology to the point where they don't just use one system to calculate their numbers when it comes to their business. They use like 3 different systems. the Chaldean, the Pythagorean, the Tamil. Many of them use like 4, 5 numerology systems to calculate their business. Because listen, your business is the platform through which you develop and you cultivate your influence. You have a voice and you develop economic power. Without a business, you are going to end up a charlatan and victim in society. You will be vulnerable to the antics and to the deception of society. It's as simple as that. The people ruling you right now, they are ruling you because they have money. So that's why a rich man will perform a miracle that is fake. He will say it's real. It is his money that is speaking. Money talking. Because to most people, to all of us, right? Money is a real miracle. Money is a real power. Money is the real spiritual power. To the world, money is the real spiritual power. How much are you worth? That is how people rate your spirituality. A rich pastor. A rich pastor, why this light off now? A rich pastor does something very nasty. He is forgiven. Am I back on this scene? Okay. A rich pastor does something very nasty. He is forgiven because he has money. A poor pastor does something not up to that. He is crucified because he doesn't have money. Guys, see, stop allowing yourself. So you see the world the way it is, not the way you expect it to be. This is the problem with many people. You are seeing the world the way you expect it to be. So you think they will come to your son's wedding because you are a member of their church. No, you don't have money. They are too busy to attend it. You think they will come to your son's wedding or your daughter's wedding because you attend mosque every day. No, they won't come. They are too busy for you. But let a governor or senator, yes, let a governor wants to celebrate the wedding of his daughter. They are not busy, then they will all be there. So you see now, this is why you must protect your enterprise, the works of your hand. You must shield the works of your hand. And one way to do that is to develop sensitivity to unseen forces. And one of the ways, numerology. Numerology. How many of you here, you have done numerology of your business? How many people here? You've done the numerology of your business. How many people here have done that? Somebody is asking how. Subscribe to the Premium Business Mastermind. I'll be able to do that. Important cycle. For instance, I tell people, why are you holding important business meeting at 2 p.m.? Like, why are you holding important business meeting at 2 p.m.? There are specific time of the day that when you hold meetings, it is fight. You people will use fight to scatter the meeting. Because the energy of that moment does not support what you are doing. Because numbers are energy fields and they vibrate frequencies. So it's either you hold a meeting and the level of creativity is very low, or there is too much aggression based on the time that you are holding the meeting. Because listen, each number in numerology carries specific energy. And those energies, they influence your business. They influence your business. They influence how your business is perceived, right? Last week, I did some readings, basic readings for somebody's business, and I noticed that she packed a lot of 5s in her business name. And this is someone I know. And I've been wondering, why is this person, she wants to do everything? And I figured, look at 5s all over the place in the business. So how do you apply numerology to your business? Calculate the numerological value of your business name, period. Ensure that the number aligns with your desired outcome. That's it. Don't go and use business name that carries a 9 energy when you are not a spiritual person. If you fill that shop or that store with goods, in 3 months, it will be empty. And you think they are doing you from somewhere. Because you are building that business on ignorance. That's what it is. Understand as the business owner your own personal numerology. Because it is your brainchild. Understand the 9-year cycle of your business. Integrate your personal numerology in your business numerology. Numbers are the language of the universe. Someone just said that here. Number 2, astronumerology. You know, numerology is superior to astrology. So when I am using astrology, I improvise it with numerology. Because numerology is superior to astrology. Right? But can I be honest with you? It is important that you have a guide for all this. This is one of the things a lot of people try to run away from. Now a lot of you now, because when it comes to astronumerology, you need the new moon for specific reasons. You need the full moon for specific reasons. There are rituals that you engage in, especially for those of you who are just starting your business. But many of these things, you need to consult a reliable, trustworthy person. Right? So a person wants to start business, but they don't want to subscribe to a premium business mastermind. It simply means that this person doesn't want to make money. Because any business that is built on ignorance cannot stand. It's going to fail. It doesn't matter who is praying for you. If it is built on ignorance, it cannot fail. Number 3, imagination and visualization. Let me tell you something. Whenever I want to do something, the first thing I do is I imagine and visualize the outcome of that thing. Even if I'm traveling, the moment I'm packing, I am imagining and visualizing myself arriving at the airport of my destination. That's it. Imagine and visualize the outcome of your business. Imagine and visualize the outcome you want to see in your business. Imagine it. Make it a practice. Be consistent with your imagination and visualization. Create mental pictures. Create mental pictures. Focus on positive thoughts. Focus on positive thoughts. See, one of the things you are even meant to do. I interned with a company in Dubai, and they have this room called the creative room. And there's no chair there. Everybody sits on the floor. There are bean bags with nice carpets, artworks, and all that. And you just sit on the bean bags. And many times they have days that all the board of directors come to that room and they just meditate and they just imagine and visualize the outcome of their business in 2 years, in 5 years, in 10 years. Create a vision board. So, in the 18 days manifestation marathon, I told them to create a vision board. Now, you have to create a vision board for your business. For your business's desired outcome, create a vision board and put all the images on it. Where you see your business in 5 years, where you see your business in 10 years. Number 4, I told you, you need a coach. And listen to me, please. In getting a coach, the coach you need must be an inspirational coach. You must get somebody who can help you activate insights into the current business situation. Somebody who can help you cultivate your own power so that your intuition and your gut instinct can be effective. What is happening? If that thing is going to disturb us, put it somewhere. You need a genuine coach. That is the fact. You need somebody. It doesn't have to be me. There are several other people out there. You can try me and try them and see the difference. How many of you here have a coach, spiritual guide that you speak to? See, I'm not, when I say guide, spiritual coach, consultant, I'm not saying somebody that controls your life. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying someone who can help you activate your inner technology for the success of your business. Not someone who wants to control you or be in charge of your life. They tell you when to move, when to eat, when to drink, when to go and... That's not what I'm talking about, please. Because it's very important. Someone who can tell you the energy, how to activate the process of discernment so you can know the energy governing your business every month. That's what you need. You need a genuine coach. You need a genuine coach. Now, number 5, you need rituals for your business. You need rituals. When people hear rituals, what comes to their mind? Yahoo, yahoo. Because listen, guys, commanding results in your business involves focusing your intention and willpower to manifest your desired outcome. That's what it is. And nobody can do that without rituals. There is no sustainable greatness without rituals and routines. It doesn't happen. There are no sustainable greatness without rituals and routines. And there are many rituals. And these are some of the things I'm going to teach them during the Premium Business Mastermind. I'm not going to be able to say that here because this session is just going to be 1 hour, 20 minutes or so. To command results in your business, you have to do it through rituals. There is the talisman designed to attract wealth, designed to attract success and opportunities. You must be your own babalawo. Get what I'm saying? You are meant to engage in creating simple rituals for your business prosperity. Simple rituals. Someone said he stumbled on my page after a ritual for guidance and direction. I get this a lot. People always tell me they were asking for direction and they stumbled on my page. You must create simple rituals. Everything you do about your business must be ritualistic. Some of you need to start carrying charged crystals. And if you think it's demonic, what about you winners member carrying mantle of Oyedepo all over the place? Why is that one not demonic? Some of you need to learn how to burn the right candles at the right time. Some of you need to learn the concept of sigilization. Some of you need to do something to your workspace, the colors in your workspace, the carpet, the arrangement of, do you know your workspace, your table is meant to be facing the door. It shows that you are in charge of the entry and the exit of your business. I hope you know that. You must learn the concept of sigilization. Now, sigil. This is one of the things that I've been afraid not to say it on social media for months. But today I said I will say it. I will say it today. This one, let me just leave these people. Let me not talk about sigil. They're already trying to crucify me, so let me just leave them. But I will talk about sigil today. How many of you know about sigilization? How many of you know about sigilization? And I practicalized this. I don't know if I should tell you this story. Charles, is Charles here? Is Charles here? Yes. Charles, are you here? Okay, so now let me tell you something. A sigil is a symbol that they use in magic and occult practices. That's it. When you go to most of the oil companies, I swear, if you don't see it, call me. When you go to their entrance, pay attention. You are going to see symbols and objects. They are sigils. A sigil is that symbol used in magic and occult practices that has mystical and supernatural power. And you know why? Because it is, you have created a symbol that represents an intention. It is a symbol that represents an intention. So it's not just a symbol. It's not just an object. It represents an intention. And you have activated that object. And you have sealed it. Sigil means a seal. You have sealed something in that thing. White garment churches, they do it a lot. Some of you right now, you are in a box and you don't know it. Some of you, they have sealed you in a bottle and you don't know it. They can even use, my brother is very good at making sigils. When you enter his room, you'll see a lot of things, sigils. You either use it to advance your life and business, or you use it to disempower opposition. Because let me tell you something. Some people exist to oppose you. So all those, this one, and if you don't stop them, they will stop you. If you don't stop those people, they will stop you. And one of the ways to address them is the use of sigil. In the ancient times, sigil was used to, it represents angels. It represents demons. It represents other spiritual entities. So there is, before you activate a sigil and you seal it, there are rituals. I have spelled it for you. Sigil, S-I-G-I-L. The process of creating a sigil is called sigilization. It is either a chaotic magic or you are using it to serve yourself. That's what it is. It is a symbol of your desired outcome, your intention, your intention, your intention. I have my sigil, and nobody needs to see your sigil. Even if they see it, they can't interpret it. It is an intention. And you don't have one sigil. You can have, see, matter of fact, a family should have a family sigil. Right. Then a business should have a business sigil. But every now and then, there will be instances where you are meant to create a sigil for a particular purpose. And when you create a sigil, you must charge it. You must activate it. Activating it comes with a lot of rituals. There are many people right now. Your problem is that somebody has created a sigil that is a stronghold against you and your life. And you are wondering, what's going on with me? And because you two, you fell into it. And because you two, you are too ignorant, right? I remember, let me just tell you this story. Many of you are going to interpret it as evil and not send you. So, but I'm still going to say it. And this is why I always tell people, I will never be the first to fight a person. But if you fight me, I will try to be diplomatic. But if you keep fighting me and I decide to fight you back, I must destroy you. I will not stop. The moment I start fighting, I don't stop. That's why it takes me time to fight. Because I don't want to go into that fighting mode with anybody. Because I have mastered strategies of war. Guess what? There are people I will never fight them. There are people that I will walk away. I will never fight them. But we have idiots who think that everybody is worth fighting with. They think everybody is making empty threats and everybody just fight everybody. No. There are people you don't fight. There are people you don't fight. Especially people who they don't want to fight you. They are trying to look for a way. Let's be diplomatic. Let's find a way around it. You must fight them. You must, the moment they start, they don't finish. They don't stop. They must bring you down. Know the enemy and you need not fear 1,000 battles. Many people, you fight people you don't know. You don't know the things they are engaged in. You compete in business with people you don't know. Your competition, you don't know what they do. You think it's just by, oh, what kind of does not exist? 1 hour prayer in the morning. You think that's what all of them are living on. Don't worry. Now, there's a story I will tell you, and I want you to learn a lot from it. Now, because when I hear people tell me they are spiritual, Christianity is not a religion, it is spirituality. I am not a religious person, I'm a spiritual person. You are a spiritual person and things are happening around you, in you are not aware of. You have become a victim and you are telling me you are a spiritual person. No, you are not a spiritual person. You are not a spiritual person. There are people here right now. There is war going on in your space and you're not even aware. I say, Christianity is not a religion. It is spirituality. I am a spiritual person. No, you're not a spiritual person. Now, we were in Ibadan for the event, right? And one of those is I went to Charles's house. Charles is here. Charles, he didn't even know what happened until I told him this is what happened. You should not worry. And I went to Charles's house. And when I entered the compound, I brought down my bag with the driver. And I saw, these sheets all over the floor, the ground. Someone rearing chickens in a compound, in a place so beautiful, somebody rearing chickens. And I said, why do you have to tiptoe in a house that you paid for? Why do all of you have to tiptoe in a house you paid for? I said, because me, I cannot tiptoe anywhere. When I enter a place, I should be free. I am territorial. And he said, it is a security man that rears the chicken. And I said, I'll tell you something today. If you guys have permitted this guy to do this, he is the lord of this territory. You guys are just tenants paying the landlord. He is the lord of this place. Because nobody will, in a normal situation, allow anyone to inconvenience them in a space that they paid for. He has buried things. He has done this so he can do anything he wants in that place. To secure his place in that house, he has done the things he needs to do. And all of you are under his influence. And I said, because me, I want to be visiting you every month. This is not going to stand here. Because me, I'm not going to allow it. And the young man came to me. The gate man came and said, he's very sorry. They just brought these chickens and, they are going to take them in December, just for now and all that. And I said, okay, no problem. But at that point, I said to myself, there is already war in this space. Because I have come to threaten this guy's stronghold, right? At that point, I knew that, okay, this guy is going to start pushing some things. I didn't tell Charles. I just kept quiet. And the next time I called Charles again, I said, have you told this guy to put these chickens in the cage? Because I cannot be tiptoeing and I'm seeing chicken shit everywhere. No. And Charles called the management of the house. Charles is here. Can you come and tell the story yourself? Let me finish and you will tell the story. Charles, send a request. I will add Charles. Send a request. I want to use this story to because many of you right now, you are not the one in charge of your space. Many of you, the house you paid for, someone else is the influencer of the space that you paid for with your money. And let me give peace a chance. So that's why you are powerless in your own space. That's why you can't make healthy decisions and choices, because the devil is in the details. I have told you before, in my estate, when I came here, a guy was doing one small mechanic nonsense in the estate, on my street, house, in my house, on the street, and all of you are keeping quiet. I will stop this guy, because if I allow him, then I have come under his influence. Stop it. I said, yes, I am enforcing my influence in this territory.
To hear it now, you hear me say it about it.
Charles, hold on. Let me finish. I'll call you. You can mute yourself now. And because there are many things that even him didn't even understand that was going on. And this is going on in a lot of you in your business now. It is going on. You don't even know it is going on. Oh, let peace reign. Let peace reign. That's why I find it very hard to do business with some people, because you easily let your money go. Oh, I can just let it go. Leave it to God. Wow. How is the audio now? This story must be told, because there's a lot of lessons to learn from it. All right, great. Thank you. So I told Charles, I said, I am going to help deliver all of you from this guy's hand, because he's holding you people to ransom. Then the guy brought another dog, a local dog, that he wanted to start training in the compound. Yes, local dogs are good for security, but very soon he will bring a lion or crocodile. And all of you, you don't like it, but you cannot talk, because he's the one controlling that territory. He has sigilized all of you. He has talismaned all of you in that territory. What if you don't even understand what's going on in your business? You have permitted and allowed opposing forces to demonstrate and perform operations in your space. So they now occupy your space in time. And you think you are going to manifest any business with success in that territory that is no longer yours? You think because you are the one paying for it and it is yours? No, it's not yours. And I said, Charles, it is time for you to tell the management. And he told the management, and the management called the security guy and said, this is what we heard. You need to stop. You need to put these chickens in the cage, because people cannot be walking around. So I opened their eyes to the fact that this is, you people don't like this, but you have accepted this. There are many things you have accepted in your life, in your business, in your marriage. They are not convenient. You're not comfortable with a lot of these things, but you have just accepted them. But you don't know that the acceptance simply means that you have submitted yourself to somebody's authority and influence. Now the person is the one in control of your life, and you don't even know it. And it can be a security man, and yet he's the one controlling your life. Your driver can be the one controlling your life. You don't know that? And when they told the security guy, he got upset. So I went back to Charles's house, and we were in the car, and the car was driving towards the gate, and the guy sat down by the gate, right? And one of his boys came to gossip to Charles that, the guy said he's going to deal with you and you will leave that house. Now imagine, it's the gate man. Charles pays the rent in the house. That's what they can pay the gate man. Now the gate man said, Charles will leave the house. That I will deal with Charles and he will leave the house. Now, many of you would take those kind of words lightly, right? Because I will deal with you and you will leave the house could mean anything. It could mean, not necessarily you are going to pack and leave the house. It could mean you will die. It could mean you will fall so sick that you can't do anything again. You are a vegetable. It could mean anything. And the moment I heard those words, I said, Charles calls me father. I will deal with this guy. It could mean you will go broke, that you cannot pay the rent of the house again. Hey, this is what spirituality is. This is what it means to be a warrior. You take cognizance. You can sense patterns, events, and interpret them within you and outside you. I'll finish the story. And so when we got to the gate, the guy didn't want to come and open the gate. So Charles wanted to come down from the car to open the gate. I said, no, sit down. He will open the gate. See, there are people, I'm not teaching you how to go and intimidate people. There are people that you are meant to enforce your authority. You are meant to deliberately enforce your authority. That I'm not under you, you are under me. Since you have turned it to this, then I have to prove to you that you are under me. And I said, Charles, don't try it. Don't come down. He is going to open the gate. And I simply go and open the gate. And he opened the gate and we drove in. Because Charles is now a part of me. Anybody that I am responsible for, I will protect them as much as I will protect myself. So if you are fighting them, you are fighting me. That's what it means. And then we drove in, and then he wanted to close the gate and leave. I said, stay there until the driver leaves. I was friendly with him when we first got to that house. I said, no, I have to enforce authority. I said, stay there until the driver leaves. By then, Charles was already feeling emotional, like, hey, maybe this guy. In my mind, I said, you don't worry. You will see power. You will see power. And guess what? Charles went upstairs. And I took my time. On a normal day, I can pay the driver and I was slowly doing everything because I wanted to weaken the guy. If you want to say that this thing is evil, that one is your business. That's your business. And after I finished paying, the driver left. He closed the gate. I called him. I said, come. I said, full confidence is needed. A lot of you allow people to ride you over because they trained you not to be a warrior. That's why you give up easily. That's why you let go of things. And that's the reason why you are under the influence of more than 20 people, zapping and sucking your energy. That's why you feel weak. That's why you don't have any boldness. And I simply told the guy, I said, I want to talk to you. I heard what you said. You said you are going to deal with Charles and that he would leave this house. I said, do you know me? He said, I don't know you, sir. Do you want to know me? He said, no, I don't want to know you, sir. I said, Charles was not the one that complained. I was the one that complained and told Charles to call the management. So you should not be fighting Charles. You should be fighting me. At this point, I knew that there was war. Many of you, there is already war around you, and you don't even know it. You're going to church every day to go and pray, going to mosque, but you don't know that there are already spoils of war. They're already taking things from you. They're already weakening your power structure, and you don't know. You don't know anything. You're oblivious to the spiritual operations around you. And next thing the guy said was, me, I don't do jazz. In my mind, I was like, I didn't ask you if you do jazz or not. I said, if you touch Charles, you are touching me. And because I'm going to be frequent here now, I'll be coming here a lot. I don't want problem. He looked at me and said, he doesn't want problem. And then he doesn't even, I'm not a jazz person. I'm not saying whether you are a jazz person, whether you are not a jazz person. And I left. And when I left, I was not satisfied. I didn't feel good about that. That's what happened. I said, this guy is going to intimidate Charles. Because see, this guy had already established himself in that place. And I said, no, I have to do something before this guy does something. And I sigilized him. I'm just telling you, because we sigilize people. So this one is not like anybody that wants to call it if that one is a person's business. You too, don't go and be fighting people who are not fighting you. It's as simple as that. Don't fight. See, it says, curse not the costless because it shall not stand. So don't break the head so the serpent does not bite you. So if I am sitting down on my own and you come to look for my trouble, then I will also give you trouble. It's as simple as that. I am God. I kill it and I make it alive. Abi? And next thing we heard was this. Charles called me one day and said, do you know what happened to that guy? I said, what? Because I told Charles, I said, all his crime in that place will be exposed. And he said, he was involved in some kind of stealing of diesel. And he was taken to prison in less than 2 weeks. A lot of you, listen to me. Please forget about your emotions. Some people don't want you to have any money in your life. I hope you know that. Some people want to sabotage your efforts in life. Some people are stumbling block like this, waiting, nothing you do prospers. And they are doing things, they are talking to people, destroying, assassinating your character, doing all manner of things. And you are just there waiting for your turn. It's turn by turn. It's turn by turn. And I told Charles, I said, he will come back. And today I called Charles and I said, what about that guy? And he said, he is back, but they took him again today. And I said, don't worry, he's going to be free. But I just want him to feel something. That you don't tell a person who pays rent in a house that you will deal with them. Because I said, Charles, these people have seen you and they think they can mess with you. So I'm going to help you. Charles is here. Is he here? Tell people by them. Tell them by yourself. Leaving which enemy to the hand of God? I know they leave my enemies to the hand of God. Invite him. So it doesn't look like I'm making up stories. There are people.
Hello?
Charles, go ahead.
Okay, so I can hear me clearly, right?
How is it?
Today they carried him to court. They carried him to court today. Even from Lagos, I heard they carried him to court again today. So it's true. I kept telling him every day. Everybody in the compound complained, but nobody. They will just hate his character. But he has been in the compound as a gate man for 4 or 5 years. He has not lost his job. I met him in the compound. So he has always gotten his way with all those dog, fowl. The thing was constant. I told him, carry it to the backyard. Why did you face it in front of my house? Can't you keep this thing at the back? Then he was telling her that how would that small Victor be talking to me? It's actually jealousy. I observe that they just jealous that how is this young boy doing all these things? He's succeeding, he's pushing his life forward.
He's very jealous of you. I knew it. Okay, all right, Charles.
Yes,
thank
sir.
you.
So that,
thank you. Charles, thank you. That's okay, because we have to close any moment from now. Thank you so much, Charles. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Listen, guys, I'm not saying this. I'm not saying this to make anybody feel a type of way. I'm saying this because if you don't attack, many of you, let me tell you why your business is suffering or why you think your life is stagnant. You are on the defensive. You are always on the defensive. You are never on the attack. So even when they attack you, you don't even know that you are under attack. You don't know that you are already under attack until things start falling apart. Until things start falling apart. I said, what am I going to do now? Hey, what's going on now? But if you can get a hold of your life at the thought stage, be on the offensive. Be on the offensive. Be on the offensive. One of the areas in your life that is mostly attacked is your money life. I hope you know that. Is your money life. Many of the people that you are ass-kissing right now, you are better than them. You are ass-kissing them because they have more money than you. It's as simple as that. Economic weakness is the road to vulnerability. You are going to be vulnerable to everybody. Even a 2-year-old will talk, crack a joke that is not funny, you will be laughing because you don't have economic power. I have a session at 9:30, so we're going to stop here. This is why you need to register for the Femi Jubal Premium Business Mastermind. I'm only giving you tips from the forthcoming Business Mastermind. And I always say this. I am a businessman. I am a real estate tycoon. Go ask about me in Abuja. So I am not one of those charlatans that come to social media who have not done any business to come and tell you, I see vision for you, I do this for you. So this is what I do to power my business. Right? It's the truth. Yeah. This is what I do to generate. This is what I do to stop opposition. This is what I do to stop opposition. So this is what I want to teach you from the 28th of September to the 6th of October. If you want to register or subscribe to that, send a DM. Send a DM to the TikTok, and somebody would reply you. I come live every Wednesday, 8 p.m., Friday, 8 p.m., and Sunday, 8 p.m. Now, my VIPs, tomorrow I am meeting you again because I meet you twice a week. I'm meeting you Thursday. The Google Meet link is going to be sent to everybody. 8 p.m. tomorrow, Thursday. And then I meet you again 8 p.m. on Saturday. And then the Manifest Will community, we're going to meet next week, Monday. And then we will continue the series we started this Monday on Pinnacle Cycle. Thank you so much, guys, for the gifts, for the follow. I would have stayed longer, but I have a meeting at 9:30. So on Friday, we're going to meet. What I'm going to do on Friday is this. We're going to have extensive session for questions and answers. Extensive questions for question and answer. Because listen, from now to the end of 2024, what I want to focus on is business. And that's one of the reasons why we are doing this business mastermind. And with the business mastermind, there are other benefits. 45-minute session with me, part of the subscription, where I'm going to guide you and help you structure your business so you can make the best of the rest of 2024 and then go into 2025 with this energy and this momentum. The problem you have is not a customer problem. People are buying from people every day, right? People are buying from people every day. They are not just buying from you. Note that. People are buying from people every day. They are not just buying from you. So the problem is not the problem of customers or clients. The problem is that you are not selling. So identify what the problem is. It is that you are not selling because people are trading, buying every day in the markets. Every day. And to power that, you need esoteric knowledge. And that's why you need to subscribe to that business mastermind. So thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you on Friday at 8 p.m.